So, ladies and gents, here we have it, the third and very final peak week of my 2021 competitive season as a first-time bikini athlete. That is mental. By the time that we hit Sunday, which is show day, it will have been 26 weeks, 6 months of prep and dieting. I feel like going back through and like tallying up how many cardio sessions I've done, because genuinely, like, I think it would be shocking how many hours I've actually spent on a Stairmaster in these last 6 months. And here we are. So I'm going to kind of take you through my week. It's Wednesday now and show day is on Sunday, so I'll show you the kind of like latter half of peak week. There wasn't much exciting going on the last couple of days. And speaking of exciting stuff, there has been a few events, to be fair, that have kind of happened. But also things are about to get a whole lot more exciting now. So the glam up starts today. I've got my hair getting done later on, which I really feel like I need. I've been doing the whole hair up in a bun, not looking after myself. That's why I put on makeup today, because I, underneath this, look like a fucking zombie. Like, I look disgusting. So I thought I need to feel a little bit better within myself, and I've put my face on. And even more exciting stuff is the fact that I've just had a very exciting message through from my coach. So I sent my check-in today knowing that it was going to be my last day on low food. It's a rest day today, and usually for all of the peak weeks that we've had before, we haven't really started kind of carbing up until Thursday, Friday. And so I was like, I've got one more day to make through on low food. And it's safe to say I've been feeling very tired and very exhausted from some events that have happened, which I'll give a bit of a breakdown on a little later. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel fucking wrecked. Like, I'm actually really struggling to keep my eyes open. It feels like they're burning. I'm really tired. And I was just like, if I can slog through one last day of prep on low food, then I've made it. But I've just got this text come through from my coach. Danny has basically had a little look through what I'd planned to eat today on MyFitnessPal, and she's given me an extra 25 grams of baby rice, and she's given me an extra 70 grams of Cocoa Pops. Right, this is how amazing this is, okay? So today I have 2 yogurt meals. In those yogurt meals, it's just frozen fruit, and I top it with 15 grams. 15 grams of Cocoa Pops, because that's all I can really kind of have, or that's the amount of carbs that I have. Danny has now told me I can have 50 per bowl. And if you appreciated how fucking wrecked I feel right now, then like, oh, I just feel like singing. Like, I'm very, very happy. So yeah, I've got more carbs today, and I can just crack on with my day with having a little bit more energy in me, which I'm super excited for. And then obviously for the rest of this week, things get hella exciting when it comes to leading up to show day. So we are here. I'll take you through my day, show you what I get up to today. To be honest, it's a lot of work to do. I've got a busy check-in day today, and I've been doing check-ins most of the morning, but I'll show you my hair appointment later. And also there will be some talk about the secret project that is revealing. I don't know whether when you guys are seeing this it will have revealed, but if you don't already follow me on Instagram, that is where I will be revealing most of it and posting about it a lot. So please make sure that you do. So it's time to crack on with a little bit more work, and then we can get some peak week carbs into me, and safe to say I'm so excited for it. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh my god. Pure joy. That's pure joy, okay?
Show is in 4 days' time. You've just forgotten that bit as well.
Yeah, so there's just like everything and more. Not to mention, like, I've been back to back with consult calls all week. So it's definitely been one of those weeks where I've been like, I have literally filled my plate to the brim now, and there is nothing more to go on it. So I've also just got to the stage where I'm feeling pretty wrecked right now, and my emotions are like...
You're numb from it now, that's the thing. I'm a bit like that as well. Like, the more shows you do, the better equipped you get to dealing with the whole show day protocols. So obviously you released what's coming out, you told people. What's the response been like?
So the response has been mega. Lots of people are excited for it, and I'm very excited for it too. Plan is to record it tomorrow. I need to just kind of do final touches today. I wanted to ask for your recommendation on what the cover art is, because I've got 2 options for it. Awesome. I'm excited.
Good luck this week. I'll be following along.
Perfect. Thank you, Bex. Catch up soon. Bye. Okay. Final bits of the secret project to be released on Friday, so you will see this video after it has been released, but the final bits of the secret project have all been kind of chatted about with Bex, and we are all ready and set to go. But now I'm going to get this mop, which I don't think you can see, but I literally haven't taken my hair out of a bun in like a very, very long time. It's time for the glow up to begin. Bloody hell, more clutch, love. Do you know how to drive a car? She's got a mask on in the car. She's the only one in the car. She's the only one in the car, and she's still wearing her mask. Jesus Christ. She's got a really nice car as well. People who don't know how to drive yet have expensive cars. Anyway, I'm going to stop bad-mouthing the general public and laughing at them, and I'm going to go and get my hair done. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so that is my hair all done and dusted, looking very sharp, beautifully cut by Carly and coloured again. I didn't really get it styled aside from just a little bit of a nice blow dry, because to be honest I'm not going anywhere or doing anything, but I will be curling it again for show day because I absolutely loved how it looked last time. So it's been a long one, it's been a long day. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat meal number 3, and then I'm gonna update you guys on something that happened in the last few days, which I was hoping wouldn't happen throughout the whole of my prep. It has happened, so yeah, I'll tell you all about that. But for now, it's time to go and eat because I am so hungry. So let's go. Okay, so we are all back. Since I got back from the hairdressers, I had another meal, I had another business call, just finished off my steps for the day, and I've just been watching Erin's 10,000 calorie challenge that she did after her show, which was epic. And it's safe to say I would love to do that, but I think my body would absolutely kill me. Like, I don't think, well, especially now, my body couldn't cope with it. It's kind of like what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and to let you know what's kind of gone on the last couple of days. Like, to be honest, I didn't really feel like recording, and the reason why I'm recording right now is because I'm so hungry and it's not time for me to eat my final meal, so I want to do something to distract myself from the fact that I'm absolutely ravenous. But I'm feeling so tired and pretty lethargic, and the reason that I am feeling probably so hungry and tired is because on Friday night, so that would have been a few days ago, it's Wednesday now, I woke up in the middle of the night having an inflammatory bowel disease flare up. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have inflammatory bowel disease. This is not IBS. There is irritable bowel syndrome, and then there is inflammatory bowel disease. They're 2 very different things. IBS causes you intestinal upset and discomfort due to various lifestyle factors and diet, whereas what I have, inflammatory bowel disease, is an autoimmune condition where my own body will attack my digestive tissues, my digestive system, and they'll become inflamed, they'll bleed, they'll become ulcered. And it's a very, very nasty and serious condition that can basically crop up sometimes, what's called a flare-up. Sometimes it's aggravated, and then you go through periods where you're fine and you're in remission. And this is something which I've talked about a little bit in my fitness transformation YouTube video, which will pop up for you guys if you ever wanted to go back and watch that. And I will talk about it a little bit more on the channel when I feel like I can put together a video for it especially. So yeah, I had a flare-up of inflammatory bowel disease. Now, what does that mean? It means I woke up in the middle of the night in excruciating pain. I had to run to the toilet several times, and my body pretty much emptied itself, because what happens is that your intestines get really inflamed and sore, and they can't process any food whatsoever. So I dropped over 1 kilogram overnight, and I felt pretty atrocious for the next couple of days. On Saturday, there was no cardio. Danny told me not to do any steps, literally not to move at all, and just to completely rest. And then the last few days, we've been easing steps back up. I haven't done cardio, and I've just gone for light kind of training pump sessions, but because it's peak week anyway, it's not like I need to do more than that. So yeah, when you have a flare-up of inflammatory bowel disease, I get really fatigued, and it's fatigue which is very difficult to shake, and I've just spent a whole lot of time napping and resting whenever I can in between work. And the reason why this has most likely happened, and I notice that this happens, is when my body is either under a lot of physical stress, but usually when I am mentally stressed. When I mentally have a lot going on, when I'm stressed, whether that's emotionally or perhaps from work or things like that, sometimes my body is just like, no, you need to make sure that you're sleeping enough, you need to make sure that you are resting yourself enough, and it gets angry, and then it attacks itself, and then my body tries to kill itself, and I end up shitting my pants a lot. So that is basically what my illness is, which is quite interesting to describe to people. So I am slowly but surely getting kind of better. My symptoms are going away, so I can tell that the rest and all of the anti-inflammatory supplements I've been taking have really been helping. But it's safe to say it's something that I really am almost grateful that it's happened at the very end of my prep, because if this happened in the middle of my prep and if it was reoccurring, it would have impacted my whole prep a lot, and that was my biggest fear, that my IBD would stop me from being able to compete. And it hasn't, thankfully. We are all, on the home straight to be getting better and feeling well within myself. Generally, it was a bit scary on Friday when I was like, oh my goodness, if this gets worse, like I've been hospitalized a couple of times from my inflammatory bowel disease. So it was quite worrying. It's safe to say that this peak week doesn't feel like the other peak weeks because of the fact that actually the initial buzz of the shows that I was doing has kind of worn off a little bit. I'm still excited, but now it's more so like less nerves. I know what to expect, and now it's more so game time, like let's go and finish. Like I don't necessarily feel really kind of flustered, nervous, anxious like about the whole process, because I know exactly what I'm doing by this third and final show of my season. So this week has been a pretty normal week, aside from the fact that I've been a little bit unwell. It's been normal in terms of me just cracking on with work and just doing stuff to occupy myself, such as recording this YouTube video. But it means that I have also stressed myself out. I've stressed myself out because I've taken on an extra 25 clients in the last kind of 2 weeks. I have pretty much launched my secret project, which I'm going to tell you about later on in this video. And I've also been working on some other projects, which I'm going to tell you further down the line. So I've been doing so much, and it's because I love my business and I love my work, but I need to be kind to myself and appreciate that I do have a health condition that will, flare up when I am stressed and when I'm not looking after myself, and it's important to respect that. So it has been a bit of an odd one so far this peak week. I have felt really tired and exhausted today. Tomorrow will be another day of hopefully some higher carbs. We'll see what Danny says in the morning. But I do hope that I start to feel a bit more lively and better within myself by the time that show day comes around, because I don't want me feeling tired and lethargic to take away from the whole experience. So that's where we're at. That's what's happened. But obstacles are the way. Or at least that's what I like to think, because one of my favourite books is called The Obstacle is the Way, and it basically is all about how every single obstacle that you face is actually a path to make you a stronger and better person. So yeah, we are looking at the silver linings, and tomorrow the glow up continues. Going to get my nails done. I'm going to reveal my secret project to you, which I'm super excited for. So catch you in the morning. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Mindset Mill podcast. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Am I on? Honestly, I'm not even going to tell you how long it's taken me to figure out how to get the mic set up. I won't lie, I've been a bit of a shit YouTuber, vlogger, whatever the hell I am today. It's been such a busy day. I've just got back from my final upper body session. Have I got hairy armpits? I haven't shaved yet. It's hair removal day tomorrow, but Cocoa Pop pump has been required. I've had 200 of 250 grams of carbs so far today. I've been so busy that I haven't picked up the camera since this morning's intro because I've been busy with the podcast, which now you know all about. You know, I was saying earlier how I was keeping myself busy during peak week. Maybe launching a podcast as well as trying to set up new clients and then vlog and do all of this stuff isn't the best for kind of chilling out and stress relief. I can hear Danny literally shouting at me, Danny, my coach, telling me to chill the fuck out all the time. Well, last show, now I've got no reason to chill out. I can do whatever I need to do. So yeah, I've just ended up working all day, but I did go and get my nails done. Show you those. They're literally the same as what I had for my last show day. I've just had them infilled because I really like them. So I had my nails done, got my car washed, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt fucking atrocious up until about 4 or 5 o'clock, just a couple of hours ago. It was literally until maybe like after I'd had 150 grams of carbs, which is more than I would have had on a training day if we weren't carving me up for peak week, like way more. So yeah, I don't know what happened today, but I just felt like this peak week has been massively low on energy, and I don't know if that's because of coming out of my flare up. I'm not feeling the best within myself. But yeah, I've been draggy as fuck today, which is why, to be honest, I didn't pick up the camera. But I've been carved up. I'm about to have another bowl of Cocoa Pops. 60 grams this time. 60. So I'm going to enjoy that. And then tomorrow we are 2 days out. So, see you then. Well, that's officially the quickest that I've ever packed for a show. I think it only took me like 20 minutes. Even less than that. I already just, I'm so familiar with everything that I need now. It is, let me come closer. It's now Friday evening. I am hairless and I am in carb heaven. I, for the first time today in a very, very long time, have actually been able to move without feeling like I've been like pinned down. I don't know why this peak week I have felt so shit. Probably makes sense, you know, the leanest I've ever been, recovering from a flare up. Oh my goodness, I've not felt good. And I've also had the highest amount of carbs for a peak week ever so far. So yesterday I had 250 grams of carbs. Today I've got 250. That's 500 grams of carbs over 2 days. I've got one more bowl of Cocoa Pops to go later today. I'm so happy about the Cocoa Pops. I'm starting to look like I can contract my muscles. You know, like when you're flat and it feels like you're trying to grip something, but like it feels like you've not got nerve senses. Does that make any sense? When you're flat and you don't have glycogen in your muscles and you try and squeeze or like feel your muscles, there's nothing there and it feels like you've just got like pins and needles. You just feel like, do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, the carbs are making me delirious. But no, today has literally just been a day of carbing up, eating up, working. I've been doing a lot of work just to get ahead of the weekend so that I can wind down and that my clients are all looked after. Nothing much to report on. It's got to the stage now where it feels like this is like a regular thing, you know? It has been regular. I've competed every 4 weeks for the last 2 months. However, this is the final one. It's kind of sad. I don't think it's like kicked in yet. Like the only thing that's been different for this peak week packing is that I've brought snacks this time. Like the veggie Percy pigs. I'm so excited to eat. That's the only difference, that this time I've got food to eat post-show. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. It is weird. I think I will feel sad afterwards that this process, this chapter is over, and in my head it's going to be over for a little while because I've got the plans for the future, which I'll get into in future episodes. But I do have plenty of projects which are coming up to keep me busy, especially the Mindset Mill podcast. I launched that today and I cannot explain how many messages I have received of people who have said that my episode number 1, which is the backstory to how I've got to where I am today as an online coach and bikini athlete, so many people have messaged me like really heartfelt messages and said that it's impacted them so much and it's really, really helped them. So yeah, I'm super excited to just carry on with that project, carry on with YouTube. I've got many business ideas planned. So for me, it feels like this is going to be the start of a whole new chapter and I cannot wait to feel strong again. I really can't. So there's not much to report on. I'm going to go and eat my bowl of Cocoa Pops. Tomorrow we head down to Maidenhead for the final dance. At least I'm going to be getting tangoed soon because this Casper the Ghost look is not the one. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning when we're on the way to the final show day and we'll be one day out. We have been tangoed. It is one day out. Base coat of tan is on. It was quite eventful, to be fair. We literally just stripped off, ready to get our tans on, and the power went. The lights didn't go though. That would have been a bit like a start to a horror movie. Loads of naked girls with fake tits out with the lights off screaming in orange paint. But yeah, so I've just about got my tan. It's taken me like 2 hours though. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel, gonna drink my vat of baby rice, which I've got, and put my feet up and start editing this vlog. All back to the hotel now. Finally back after like a really long time getting registered and tanned. But I do have my number. I am number 36. All of my numbers have had a 6 in it, which I find really funny because 6 is like my lucky or my favourite number. So yes, number 36. I have just done the bed, put the black bed sheets on, and I've just got out my meal, which I'm going to show you and you're probably going to laugh at a lot. So this is what is meant to be baby rice, but because it's cooled down, it's pretty much like soup. So I'm really looking forward to tucking into that with a bit of dark chocolate for some fats. And a decaf coffee. Oh my god, like look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over this now, to be honest. Like, when it gets to like a couple of days out from your show, you really want to like take the volume down as much as possible, not have things that are too fibrous, so everything needs to be really fast digesting, which is why I'm having what I'm having. But yeah, it doesn't really feel that exciting when you've got more food, yet it looks like that. But that's my fault for fucking it, so I am excited for the snacks that I've got planned tomorrow after the show, which I'm going to tell you all about, probably in the show day vlog. So yeah, I'm just going to get some of that down me now, and then I'm probably going to do a little bit of a check-in for Danny to send that through to her before just chilling for the rest of the evening with my feet up. Okay, so I'm all checked in, just recorded my check-in video. I'm absolutely freezing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just like covered in goosebumps. I've been so insanely cold today. I think that's the reality of being lean, being hairless, and also having to stand butt naked and have a cold air blower blast spray tan at you, which is not the one. But I am happy with how I'm looking. Danny is also very happy with how I'm looking. Definitely the best that I have looked of my whole season, which is amazing to be able to know that I brought my very, 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 very best to the end. I think it's weird, like I was just sat doing a little bit of this editing and I was trying to figure out how I was feeling, because I don't think I was feeling like particularly... I am feeling super excited for tomorrow, but I think I think it had kind of started to kick in that this is the last one. Like, this is the last show of prep, and it feels weird because it's been such a massive part of my life, and I'm going to make sure that I'm documenting the whole kind of post-show reverse diet, you know, everything, all the highs and lows for you guys. Everything is coming. You know that I'm always super honest with you, and I'll be honest with you how I feel about dealing with the fact that I'll be, you know, not having such a set, dedicated, structured goal that I've been working towards for months on end anymore. I also think, obviously, because this is British finals, there are some phenomenal athletes who are going to be competing and who I saw when I went and got my tan. And to be honest, that kind of had me a little bit all in my head. I don't know why, because I'm not here to compete with the cream of the crop. I'm just here to do the best that I can possibly do and get some more stage experience. And also, it is quite useful to compete with people who are much better than you, because you can kind of see what you're up against, really, and see where your improvements need to be made. So it's not necessarily a bad thing whatsoever to be competing against people who are much more advanced than you, because it allows you to kind of have something to aspire to, if that makes sense. So I think I was just feeling all types of ways when I was kind of getting my tan done and registering earlier, because it is a big show. And not to mention, I am competing in two bros, you know, the route to the pro card in the IFBB naturally, as in like I'm competing naturally, but aside from that, there are also naturally other people who are pretty much largely all assisted. I've got to keep in mind that I chose to compete in a federation where it's not drug tested, it's not a level playing field whatsoever. I don't know what I'm up against, and many other, you know, competitors do have perhaps an edge on the fact that they do have, you know, use of assistance. Performance enhancing drugs are assistance and they are used for a reason. So for me, I've also got to be considerate that it's my first competitive season, I'm a natty, and I'm competing against many incredible athletes who've been doing this much longer, but also that's a blessing to be able to say, because I love this sport, and just chatting to people, finding out about their journeys and learning from them along the way, like actually at the shows, is really important. So I think I was in a bit of a like wobbly headspace maybe a little bit earlier, but now I've just kind of like had a deep dive into it and just found all the positives. So I am excited for tomorrow. I am really excited, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I cannot wait to just get some food in me after the show, because you guys know that I didn't even have a meal after my last show. I literally got straight back on track when it came to prep. So in the whole of 6 months, the only thing that I've eaten off plan was one burger that I had, obviously, and one donut that I had after the show, the first show that I did. So it's gonna be mental. Like, I haven't even had like refeeds or anything like that along the way. I've literally just done my shows and my peak weeks. So I have lots of goodies that I'm going to get stuck into. So let me finish chatting shit here. I thank you guys so much for joining me on my third and final peak week video of my 2021 season. Big love to literally everyone who checks out my podcast. The first episode explains so much of my backstory and how I've got here, and you know, it is a really, really deep dive into a lot of what I've been through in life. So if you do watch the Mindset Mill podcast, no, if you do listen to the Mindset Mill podcast, please leave a little microphone emoji below so that I know that you are supporting me along the way, because it means the world. And also, I will catch you in the show day vlog. I will start a fresh vlog from tomorrow, and I can't wait to show you my day, and I can't wait for the day. I'm really excited. Please leave a like, leave a microphone comment, and do subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all of you more than you know. You have been such an incredible support along this whole journey. Thank you to those of you who have been here for every single step of the way, because I know you guys who have been watching from the very start. Trust me, I see your comments, I reply to them. Thank you. Have a brilliant rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Much love.